Good evening, all of you. Greetings from Extra Mile. It's a leading educational platform envisioned by Dr. Abdul Salam, the founder of BTAG, to revolutionize education and training. With its unparalleled pool of resource persons, Extra Mile.
Malik sir, hold on please.
Yeah.
Sanjay sir will introduce you.
Yeah. Sure, sir. Sure.
Meet Mr. Malik Muhammad. Mr. Malik Muhammad is a seasoned educator with over 34 years of experience in teaching physics. He holds an MSc, B.Ed, and M.Phil in physics and began his career as a lecturer, spending a decade teaching at esteemed institutions including the New College, Chennai. His academic foundation and early collegiate experience laid the groundwork for a distinguished career in science education. Since 2000, Mr. Malik has been teaching senior secondary physics in schools across the UAE, including institutions under the Ministry of Education. He has held key leadership roles such as head of department and career counselor, contributing to both academic excellence and student guidance. His commitment to professional growth is evident through active participation in workshops and seminars. He holds certifications such as Trainer of Trainers from CBSE and Microsoft Innovative Educator, MIE. Recognized for his expertise and dedication, Mr. Malik now serves as a CBSE resource person, supporting teacher training and curriculum enrichment across the region. Hearty welcome, Mr. Malik. Please proceed. The stage is yours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
Hi. Good evening to all of you. Greetings from Extra Mile. It's a leading educational platform envisioned by Dr. Abdul Salam, the founder of BTAG, to revolutionize education and training. With its unparalleled pool of resource persons, Extra Mile excels in delivering customized online and offline training across all over India. Before we begin, I would like to express my gratitude to Dr. Abdul Salam for giving me this opportunity as the moderator of today's session. I also extend a warm and hearty welcome to all the participants. As we begin this session of small acts of leadership, it is a true joy to have each and every one of you as a vital part of this webinar. Small acts of leadership are the deliberate, everyday choices and behaviors that inspire, trust, motivate others, and create lasting positive change. They don't require any formal title or grand gestures. Instead, they focus on consistent and intentional actions, listening actively, showing appreciation, sharing credit, offering guidance, or modeling integrity. These seemingly simple behaviors build a culture of respect and accountability, strengthen relationships, and encourage collective growth. Over time, such small, purposeful acts accumulate to create a powerful ripple effect, demonstrating that real leadership is often expressed in moments of quiet influence rather than dramatic moves. So, before we begin with today's session, there are certain points I would like to brief you about. Any query during the session can be conveyed through the meeting chat box. In order to have a very interactive experience, you may clear your doubts by asking questions. Kindly use the virtual hand raise button and wait for your turn. To receive your certificates, kindly fill up the Google form, which will be shared at the end of the session. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Dr. Salam, who is the visionary founder and CEO of Extra Mile and BTAG. He is a distinguished CBSE resource person and master trainer who has made significant contributions in the field of education. He has served as an assessor of National Accreditation Board of Education and Training under the Government of India. On behalf of all the participants, I welcome Dr. Salam to address the audience. Sir, please proceed.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. Sir Malik, sir, and Biju, sir, and Sagarika, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. And well, I am in a program, a school program, so I won't be able to talk much. I take this opportunity to congratulate everybody who is very keen to, learn more about leadership and the acts, intentional acts that will make big impacts. So, wish you all the very best. Thank you for joining. Over to Malik, sir. Sir, thank you so much. Sagarika, ma'am, best wishes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you
you.
for
Thank
your
you so
valuable
much, sir.
words. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me introduce Dr. Biju S. Pillai. Among us, he has vast experience in the field of education in many roles and designations, including being the principal of many reputed CBSE schools. Currently, he is serving as the principal of Sri Chitra Public School, Trivandrum, and he is the co-director of Extra Mile Education and Training. Sir, we are honored to have you. Your grace's presence. Please speak a few
Thank you,
words.
Malik sir.
Welcome,
Most
sir.
respected Program Director Dr. Abdul Salam sir. Today's resource person Sagarika Das ma'am and Director Malik sir and all other educators joined the Extra Mile Educational and Platform. So today we have a excellent topic, small acts of leadership. So when we think about or when we talk about the word leadership, we all on a sudden in our mind it comes like great decision makers or leaders and all. But in the same time, small acts of leadership are the everyday behaviors and choices that inspire, guide, or support others, even without formal authority. For example, listening activities, appreciating others, or encouraging a friend, taking initiative to solve a small problem. So even just a smile can give a vibrant thought or a happiness to the person whom we do so. So many such things correlated or together when comes to a person, automatically he comes to the leadership quality. So how we can inculcate a person with all these qualities, let us come to know by today's evening. From more about this, we have an eminent personality, Sagarika Das, who has very clearly come out with this topic. So without wasting much time, let us lend our ears to the great resource person today. So all the very best, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your invaluable words. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my time and my pleasure to introduce Sagarika Das. Welcome, ma'am. Just small introduction about her. Miss Sagarika Das, she brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the education field with her 23 years of dedicated teaching. Her tenure as the GAF Alif Atoll Education Center in the Republic of Maldives is a testament to her commitment to education across cultures. Her notable contribution to literature includes the translation of the pioneering Dalit Oriya novel Beda into Malayalam, which has been recognized as recognized by Calicut University and included in the translation studies curriculum. As a coordinator of Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, Ms. Das has played a pivotal role in youth development. Her pursuit for professional excellence led her to attend the SOF Teachers Enhancement Program in Delhi in 2019, further enriching her teaching methodologies. Ms. Das has been actively involved in the impactful initiatives such as Nanma and Seed, where she has left a lasting impression through her engagement and leadership. She has also spearheaded a variety of workshops, including indigenous, break the shell, and movie workshops, all of which underscore her innovative approach to education. Her enthusiasm, diligence, and immense creativity are the cornerstones of her teaching philosophy. Mrs. Das is a staunch advocate for creating teaching and learning methods, believing that they are crucial in nurturing a dynamic and stimulating educational environment. Welcome, ma'am. Please proceed. Ma'am, you can
Yes.
start.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for a vibrant introduction, actually. But the journey of this platform, the journey of conducting sessions online was on a very humble background, and that was successful with our great hero Salam sir. I can call him as a great, not only leader, but indeed a great hero, a vibrant leader. And yes, he definitely right deserves a round of applause, strong round of applause. And my journey to this platform happened with the 10-day training session last year. And to connect to our topic today, the small acts of leadership, okay, embarked from that humble, tiny trot step. So thank you so much. I'm extremely grateful and obliged to the entire team of Bharat Sahodaya for revolutionizing the education system and bringing in lot many creativity and extrapolations to the national education policies. Indeed, I'm grateful. Before I really get into the mainstream track, let me extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you. And with my humble pranams at the lotus feet of Pujya Gurudev, who's my spiritual guru, let me really start now. Thank you once again. So, let me first ask you a few questions, right? We have, I think, 53 aspirants. Thank you so much for your kind participation. Would you be able to connect yourself or reminisce, recollect those golden memories or cherishing memories of your moment? A few responses, please, on the
Chat box, you
chat
can.
box. A few responses. I look forward to a few responses, reminiscing or recollecting or walking down the memory lane when you feel those have indelible imprint in your memory or as a powerful moment or a cherishing moment. May I have a few responses?
As of now, nothing is there, ma'am.
Nothing is there. So what I assume that we all have not accomplished anything, or there are no such memories to cherish or to reminisce. So we haven't achieved something. Okay. Anyways, we will certainly achieve something. Yeah, I think thank you
I got
so.
one. As a leader, I felt the day I was nominated as a student leader in my college days. Punya.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah, I am Soumya Abhilash Nair. Yeah.
That's great. Okay, that had amazing. It's an amazing moment of your life, a moment of accomplishment in your life, right? And it will have an indelible imprint in your journey. So, thank you so much once again to Punya ma'am. So that might have begun or embarked from or on a small act of leadership. Punya ma'am, would you be able to convey, like, how you dared, first of all, to, right, to be nominated or to spearhead for this post? Punya ma'am? Danya ma'am also says, as a leader, I felt proud of getting my first badge of honor.
And Sindhu Joy is,
Like,
she's telling that I was also selected as a class leader in my engineering.
yeah, that's great, right?
Yeah.
So you possess all those great qualities of a good leader. And today we are going to unfold and scaffold those good leadership skills through different PPT presentation. Also, I think as a leader, I felt proud of getting my first badge of honor, like an army Starny received. Wow. I think I must also share that I was very happy when I was selected for RDC Republic Day Camp 1997, probably, right? Identifying my leadership skills and going through scrutinized camps and representing my contingent at in Delhi in 1997. So every achievement has a humble beginning. Okay, so we'll start with that humble beginning. Over to my next slide. Just a second. Yeah. So the this book, actually, The Small Acts of Leadership, throws light on 12 international behavior that led huge, big impact on the readers. Yes, let's begin with kindly listen to this great visionary guru, this great spiritual guru, who's my guru, our Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji.
Sagarika ma'am, no audio.
You're not able to hear anything, ma'am.
Okay. Meanwhile, we reconnect to you. I'm narrating a story as one of the most received coaches in America. Let's talk about the case study, Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden, the coach of Ukla Bruins basketball team. And what is the speciality of this great coach? He says that as one of the most revered coaches in American history, John Wooden, the Wizard of Westwood, coached his Ukla Bruins basketball team to an unprecedented and never again repeated 10 national championships to his training, to his coach skills, and in 12 years. This remarkable winning streak included as an astonishing run of 88 undefeated games in a row and back to back 30 seasons. If you had been lucky enough to get into UCLA and play basketball, the great John Wooden in the 1960s and early 1970s, you would have been surprised on your first day of practice. I'm just reading the first episode, the first biography of this great coach. And what he insists on is you would have been surprised on your first day of practice instead of the opportunity to show your passing, shooting, and dribbling skills in front of the esteemed coach. Your first lesson at the first practice would have been to learn to put on your socks and laces and tie your shoelaces properly. I'm taking you to the next slide where he says, yeah, learn to put on your socks and laces and your shoes properly. Now, what is the science behind? What's the intention behind? What is the idea behind this instructions? He says that describe the first practice of every season. Wooden said in an interview that he would ask his players to take off their shoes and socks, explaining that these were the most important piece of equipment each player, that these were the most important as possessed on the court. Wooden taught his players how to carefully pull on each socks, making sure there were no wrinkles, particularly around the heel and toes, which might cause a blister. So this is foreseeing, right? Foreseeing the hurdles and preparing the players, preparing the train basketball aspirants, right? The first step towards is to prepare yourself mentally, and that's possible with the learn to put on your socks, laces, and your shoes properly. So through this small tiny habits, he's actually creating a personality of possibility, and that will lead to grow into them a habit formation. This shows that they were too big for the shoes. Again, there is a very interesting funny incident to that. Again, I'm taking you to the stories. He says, then advising each player to hold his socks firmly while lacing his shoes, he says he told the player to pull the laces securely from each eyelet and not simply yank the lace from the top, and always double knot the laces. Just imagine each and every step so meticulously he is focusing and insisting on it. And always double knot the laces. Wooden said having no tolerance for shoes that became untied during a practice for a game. He also adds, Wooden explained that each player, please kindly listen to this fragment of his story. He says that after each player spent a few minutes following his careful instructions, he would inspect the player's work. He was very alert, very vigilant about the player's work. He insisted upon what? The preparation. We believe that if the preparation is better, half the battle is won. So after that, what he does is probably tell him that his shoes were too big anyway and instruct the player to show up the next practice with shoes at least a half size smaller. Over the years, he had noticed that his players had the habit of buying shoes that were too big. And what is the aim behind buying too big shoes? He says the players could grow into them. The second point, they grow into this habit of aiming high, habit of thinking big, habit of dreaming big. Once I get back to my video, right, which conveys on this big thinking, big visions, great visions, and for that to acquire those great visions, we have to set on great spree or missions. He also says that as a result, his players were often wearing shoes that were too big, allowing their feet to slide around during the constant stopping and starting as ran around the court. This is how the great basketball coach of all time started his first practice of each season. This book isn't about how to put on your shoes or socks, but it is about doing little things. My dear delegates, kindly know that it is this little things, the small things create a huge impact in our mind, and that leads us or develops us into a great habit formation, resulting in great personality and great achievements. The season and this kind of preparations, it's very very usual in our day-to-day life or in our life. Like for example, we take lot many resolution, we take lot many promises, we make lot many promises, especially on the New Year Eve, right? How many of you have made so many resolutions? I'm getting back to that, right? We dream big, right? We think big, okay? We imagine so much, we aspire so much, we imagine so much, right? We dream big, and we resolve, we think of, right, taking big resolutions, making big resolutions, and whether we have in the spree of practicing it, are we on the track or are we aligned with the practice of it? Let's see how many of you have gone by this resolutions. May I have a few responses, please? Like especially the achieved ones, thinking of leader, those who have achieved some, have been blessed with conferred with some badges of and honor, and have successfully been, right, declared or honored as leaders, whether in their college school life or whether in this college life or whether in their professional life, like in engineering colleges and all that. May I have a quick responses to this query of mine? Would you? Yeah. May I have a quick responses or we'll just go ahead? Okay.
Yes,
Anyways,
please,
it's just to remind you of, we have to overtly or covertly, consciously or unconsciously, we have to embark on the resolutions we make every year. And
we
that
got one
would,
response, ma'am. I'm sorry to interfere.
yeah,
Punya,
yes. Yeah,
this
thank
year's
you
the
so much,
resolution was to
ma'am.
get
Punya,
a
ma'am, I
job.
think leading. She's the real leader. She's sowing through her responses, quick
I make
responses. Yeah, it is
and
instilled. This year's resolution was to get a job. I did it.
and
Okay,
Sindhuja
great.
is
Yeah, she's
also.
professionally accomplished. This is
Yeah.
resolution was to get a job. She has accomplished. Any other accomplishments you have, you have resoluted in the beginning 2025, and you have strived and strived and have achieved to some extent. Yeah. Okay, then. Thank you for your responses. We are getting back to up, right? That we have to be focused, aligned, systematic, right? Strive, so that our dreams, as decided, will be definitely fulfilled or will bloom and blossom to a fruitful achievement. Moving on to the next slide of mine.
It's no change.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
fine.
yes, believe in yourself. With that believe in yourself, may I take you back to the video? May I try once again, Malik sir?
Yes, ma'am, but we can't see any videos. It stands still.
Yeah, now is it there? Fine, no? May I try little once again?
Yeah, sure. Now the slides are changing. Yeah, small things. I'm the mission director. Small things can matter most.
Yeah.
Then again, back.
Videos are not playing,
no. Videos are not playing.
Is the sound clear, sir?
No, we are not able to hear anything.
Is it
No
audible
audio,
now, Malik sir?
No, ma'am, it's not audible. How about the participants? Anybody is? I'm not able to hear anything. It's not audible to me.
Is it audible?
It's not audible. It is not audible.
Not audible.
Sagarika ma'am, I told you before also, let us not depend upon videos.
Striving to reach.
Okay, sir, we'll go slide. Yeah.
1 second.
Never mind, sir. Yeah, believe in yourself. So it starts with first step towards when we start believing in our own metal, believing in our own potential, definitely the world will be ours. So to believe in yourself, in ourselves, the writer here brings in certain more elements. And these elements are self-efficacy, kindly note, self-esteem, believe in yourself, believing we are imposters, imposter syndrome, escaping the trance of unworthiness, thriving instead of panicking, and moving from fear to resolve, seeing a light in the void, turning workplaces stress into opportunity, making luck a choice, living true to ourselves. Self-efficacy. What I think you all have that idea that self-efficiency, uh, from efficiency, we gain proficiency. There is a great quote by our Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda ji. With efficiency comes proficiency. Okay, we become better, we perform better, and that is possible through self-esteem. Now, what is actually self-esteem? What is self-esteem? Respect for ourselves, regard for ourselves. So if we believe ourselves, definitely we should be reposing that respect, that regard for ourselves. So we are the best judge. We are the best person to understand ourselves, to understand our potential, to understand our strength, to understand our weakness, isn't it? If yes, we should be the first person to consider ourselves and to respect ourselves to the fullest, right? So, with that, right, the hurdles here, believing we are imposters, imposter syndrome. Now, what is this imposter syndrome? Now, as we go back in the in the journey of achievement, right? In the journey of achievement, we start scaling one after the other success. We are prone to doubt our own skill, our own success, because we compare ourselves to the one who have accomplished more. It's quite human tendency, natural, quite natural, right? Once you start watching some videos, once you start looking up to some great men with higher success or who have really won more accolades, right? We have the tendency to compare ourselves, and in the process of comparing ourselves, what happens? We start doubting our own metal, doubting our own potential, and this really damages our self-confidence. And when this damages these self-confidence, it affects our self-esteem. The self-esteem, the self-respect, the self-confidence is hampered or disturbed or damaged. So my dear delegates over there, just see to that you don't fall, we don't fall into this prey. We don't be victimized by our own self doubts. Okay, so the chronic self doubts is known as imposter syndrome. Kindly note it. So if you have certain such experiences, come out of it, come out of the clutches of self-doubt, come out of the clutches of intellectual fraudulence and imposter syndrome. So again, to ascertain that, what we have to do is escaping the trance of unworthiness. Now, escaping the trance of unworthiness, there is an example here. They say that um, uh, this help fraudulence and unworthiness, stressful and unfamiliar. Okay, so when we are very stressed out, when we are anxious, and when we are unfamiliar, these kinds of imposter syndrome in our life become more powerful, more destructive, and we are engulfed with lot of negativities. In fact, negative, right? Pessimism surrounds us, and it starts actually rusting us, junking us, pulling us back, putting us down. So these are all negative elements in the path of our journey of leadership. Then we have to move on, moving from fear to resolve. Before that, we have thriving instead of panicking. So when we are able to deal with these anti forces, we are able to thrive, flourish. We are able to forge. We are able to fortify. We are able to edify our potential, edify our skills as leaders. And in that, no remnants of panics, no remnants of fear, no possibilities of fear should hurdle our path of leadership. From there, we have to move from fear to resolve. Right? So from when we are able to combat, we are able to fight back this fear, these remnants, these imposter syndromes, not believing in ourselves, we will be strengthening, fortifying, forging our resolution. We will be stronger in our resolutions. So when there are strengthening our resolutions, we will have a beautiful dawn to our journey. That is seeing a light in the void. So through the pages, I mean, the next 2 pages of this book is actually throwing light on the great achievers like great scuba diver. It is on the climbers. It is on the life of the mountaineers, the life of the industrialists, and also the life of other great achievers. You must get into the book. You must get through the pages of this book for further understanding of these biographies. I'm taking quickly into the other lines, turning workplace stress into opportunity. I think many of the great companies like Amazon, like many other companies have taken advantage, right, and succeeded. They have made the stress into the weakness into their opportunities, the weakness into the possibilities. I think we are able to read, we are able to delve deep into this core issues. Definitely we will have a greater advantage on all these, on the face of all the adversities. Okay, and like we have to make a luck choice. Making luck a choice, again, it is highly personalized. You can be positive if you come across positivities, living true to ourselves. With this, we
I'm not
can
the strongest, I'm not the tallest. I didn't
be
graduate from a
truthful to
top
ourselves.
university,
When
and I
we start
failed more times than I
justifying
can
our
count.
own journeys, our
I was
own
rejected by
endeavors.
30
I think
jobs.
this video is also not
Even
playing now,
KFC
Malik
No,
sir.
no,
said
Is
no.
this
it
is playing,
audible?
ma'am.
But
This is
today,
playing.
Audible?
It's yeah.
I
It's
Oh,
stand
audible
thank
now.
God, sir. Thank you so
not
much,
as
sir.
someone who succeeded by luck, but someone who succeeded because I never gave up. Let me tell you something important. You don't need to be the best student. You don't need to be rich. But you must believe in yourself. The world will tell you it's impossible. Your friends will doubt you. Even your own mind will sometimes whisper, give up. Don't listen. Successful people are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who never quit. If you want to succeed in life or in business, remember these 3 things. Be patient. Great things take time. A tree doesn't grow in one day. Stay focused. Learn from your mistakes. Every failure is a lesson. Don't waste it. Help others rise. A true leader is not the one who stands the tallest, but the one who lifts others up.
So those who take, right, they think lucky, they feel lucky, they deny bad luck. And I think you all might be aware of this quote as goes, win-win approach, win-lose approach, lose-lose approach. I think you all are aware of these 3 things. Kindly log it,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
So the people who are very positive, they will find out the sunshine even in the worst of
Yes, ma'am.
times, in the storm, right? They will find out the solution. Okay, that's called as win-win approach. Develop that win-win approach. Be optimistic, be strong, be positive. Okay, and win, lose, they are all neutral, so they cannot be leaders. They will balance things. Lose-lose approach will definitely have to hit the streaks of failures. So we'll move on to the next slide. Build confidence. How are we going to build confidence? It's already there in you. You just have to, again, strive. You have to polish. You have to deliberately work towards gaining those. And again, it begins with the thought. As you think, you are. As you sow, so you reap. So as you think, so you are. If I think I am so and so, definitely I will become that persona. Okay. So that building confidence through personal trials. Okay. It just starts with a choice. As again, so many ma'ams here over there say that it might have started with a choice, becoming a leader, becoming the what is a school leader, class leader, or the professional life head of the professional world. Make it easy on yourself. Now here, right, when we stretch too much ourselves, what happens to us, right? It starts with a choice. Definitely we cannot just take a giant leap all of a sudden. We have to take pauses. We have to give time. We have to be serene, equipoised. We have to walk step by step, and we have to make it easy on yourself. It's not where, but what you think. Rehearse excellence. Keep by and by only, right? Great thing happens. No, overnight miracle is not a reality. So, striking a power pose, assuming the best intention of the others, building confidence when the boss is watching. So, building confidence through persistence, keep striving, be steadfast, work harder. For this, I have another video to this. If it is just opening, sir, kindly convey. Is it
Yes,
audible?
yes.
Audible, sir?
No, it needs volume is increase the volume, please.
Is it audible?
Little. Yeah, it's audible.
This is from 12th Fail movie. I think you all must have watched how he beats all the adversities of his life, and it did not happen. It did not come out as an overnight miracle. He has to be steadfast, and the actor has also bagged the best national award for his acting. We have such great heroes who have beaten such adversities of their life, and that's possible. As you think, so you are. So again, the writer here brings in sources of true confidence to that of true confidence. Now, how the true confidence can be streamlined? It's possible with preparation. It's possible with visualization. It's possible with great coach. It's possible with innate advantages. It's possible with self-awareness, self-control, trust, and social support. I think you all would agree with me.
Yeah.
Preparation is very, very important. Visualization is very important. You have to visualize yourself. You have to be in front of the mirror. You have to be speaking to yourself. You have to develop self-speaking therapy, right? This is one of the best therapies. So because you are constantly, right, instilling, inducting the positive, strong vibes, strong thoughts into your consciousness. And this consciousness becomes an active part of your subconscious, and that goes into superconscious. And then the manifestation, wonderful manifestation happens, and reality, right? Your dreams come true. So, my dear aspirants, once again, visualize. If you want to see yourself as great leader, visualize, prepare, take the help of external coaches, because we are not experts. We need someone to find, to refine us, to polish us, to help us technically, to help us with their expertise. So we have to seek their help for our dream to come true. Innate advantages, you have to take whatever possible from the resources, right? And definitely, you should not ignore the self-awareness part, because understanding ourselves is very, very important. I'm talking about the strength and weakness. Leverage on your strength. Denounce your weakness. That is my understanding. Don't take too much, don't spend too much time on the weakness. because you have a very short stipulated period for your life. So why to waste time on the weaknesses? Why don't us leverage more on our strength, right? And balancing somewhere so that we face the outburst of our emotions that can hamper our growth, that can hamper our development, our progress. So have a control over yourself, emotional outbursts or turbulences. Again, trust is a core, right, matter of all that. Social support also is very, very paramount in our what do you say, achievement or in our goal. So to maintain a challenging environment, we as leaders have to be on guard against all these complacency. I think you understand about the pessimistic part of it or the submissive part of this great leadership skills. Shifting goals from performance to learning. So when we start performing, we have to shift it to learning. Now, this learning becomes what as an identity. Okay, it identifies a company's mindset. That learning becomes a trend now. The learning becomes a tag now. The learning becomes a brand now, and that becomes the company's mindset. That mindset now becomes right. That mindset should not be static. It should not be, you know, be stopped. It has to sustain. That sustainability is possible through what? You have to grow into a bigger tree, grow into a bigger industry, right? So from a micro to a macro, achievement is possible again from shifting goals from performance, then learning, then it becomes takes the shape of a mindset, then it becomes the mindset of the company, and then right, the comfortability to uncomfortability, and then here so many other virtues, the qualities like grit, determination, perseverance, indomitable courage, sincerity, commitment, all that helps us in this process of making ourselves as a great leader, building resilience, right? You have to endure all these adversities, all these negativities, all these adversities, right? So we have to be ready to face the challenges and be resilient and challenging the others. Okay, so just let me try out once again. I know I'm failing on some of the videos. I'll just give a try. If that's not okay, we'll move on to the next slide. Is it audible, sir? Malik, sir?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
sir.
audible. It's audible.
He is my modern guru, our own Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, I think.
Don't disturb me, I
Has
can do
lead
myself,
that
don't disturb.
lead,
Most of
a
you in
great
that
leader.
class. Third one, grown up. He will say, let us work
And
together.
if you play from the
Whereas
beginning, it will be helpful
leadership
because in
fellow,
between,
leadership fellow, leading
I
quality
think there was
fellow,
some
say
disturbance.
what I can do. Child said you give. The leader said what I can do. You follow?
Once again, yeah.
Create a situation.
Create a
Child says
situation,
you
yes.
leave me. Okay? A situation. We show a product. Child says you leave me. The teenager will say, don't disturb me, I can do myself, don't disturb me. Most of you in that class. Third one, grown up. He will say, let us work together. Whereas the leadership fellow, leading quality fellow, say what I can do. Child said you give. The leader said what I can do. You follow?
So what is the difference between the beginner and the achiever? He has clearly clarified, right? The beginner says, you give me. And what's the leader says?
What I can give.
What can I give you? Yeah, that is the performance. That has become a mindset. That has become a learning. That has become a trend, a tagline, a solid material to share with. So let's move on to a tiny entrepreneur, a tiny achiever. Okay, but believe me, he is giant in the field. Hope this opens for you.
What's your revenue?
I make around 12,000 a year.
And how old are you?
I'm 10.
What is your business?
It's called Agent Shrihan. It checks if your number is flagged as spam or scam.
You're 10 years old.
Yeah.
How did you start this business?
I mean, when I was 9, I used to do like small cold calls with my dad, and then someone came around and I'm like, Dad, I want to do something big. So he said, why not I just build a company? And I said, sure, that would be fun. So like we look for a problem on Twitter, LinkedIn, and then we see that most sales, like cold callers, their customers don't pick up because their number is flagged as spam or scam. And that's a problem that happened to me when I was cold calling when I was 9. So I just thought, I just fix that problem for now.
So he's no more a child, a performer to a mindset, to a huge track and trend and a tagline, an achiever. We'll move on to the next. So in this process, we should not forget to express gratitude because it's so heavenly, it's so divine. Why we express gratitude? Because gratitude is actually a positive virtue, right? When we express gratitude, when we thank others, we imbibe a lot of positivities. So these positive vibes, like we have so many things here. Whom should we thanking? Okay, can we have a quick response on the chat box? Whom do you, right? Would you like to express your gratitude on this public platform today? May they have I can think that they have a very, indelible imprint or impact, huge impact on your life, and they have shaped in some or other way. They have contributed in the making of you as a person, as you are today. God definitely is our sole creator. Every day we have to submit. Thank you so much. Extra mile. Yeah, exactly. A huge clap for Extra Mile. Indeed, I'm really indebted to Extra Mile because today I'm born from that, the tiny trot, the just small steps. I have gained that confidence to sit in front of you, able to deliver my charge lessons, my
our
sessions.
teachers.
Teachers, definitely. Our mentors, our teachers, Vinaya ma'am's father. Yes, you have some friends to add to your list. My teachers, your friends, your well-wishers, right? Right. We understand, we know the value, the power of this gratitude. Have we ever been so expressive in delivering or expressing our gratitude to whomever we are thankful, grateful, and obliged? Have you been expressing your gratitude, expressing the token of gratitude to those who have helped you, contributed in in the making of yours? If not, kindly walk to them. Be in constant, touch with them and express that gratitude because only the good things will come to you. The positivities will come to you. So finding gratitude is indeed miraculous and making meaningful progress. It contributes in the meaningful progress, supporting the work, performing small acts of kindness, looking outside the box, increasing engagement by appreciating others, healing through humor. So the writer strongly believes here that healing through humor is possible through small jokes, always on the harder side will destroy us. So we have to include jokes, comedies, in the great tragedies we will be having so many wonderful comedy, the lines of comedy, to balance the harder side to the lighter side, and that's life. That's life. Increasing engagement by appreciating others. It is believed that when you appreciate others, you are also acknowledged, appreciated, and elevated. I think that's where the connectivity takes place between the giver and between the achiever. So kindly don't forget to express your gratitude. And if the writer again brings in here to make, to ascertain again, to strengthen or fortify the leadership skills, we have to propel, we have to fuel curiosity. From somewhere I came across, you should have the inquisition of a child. Even the old, right, the veterans should have the inquisition of child, because then only the life sustains. Then only you keep thinking, then only you keep dreaming. And as you dream, so you achieve. So seeing past illusion of success, this past illusion actually, when you dispel it again, helps you in the achievement of in imbibing the positive vibes, reaping the rewards of persistent curiosity. So when you dispel the illusion, you reap the rewards of persistent curiosity that helps you, right? That invigorates, harbingers, rejuvenates, re-energizes you to think big, to keep thinking, to keep sustaining, to keep striding, to keep doing. And this becomes, again, it becomes your personality. So I hope you understand that assertive, become assertive. Okay, assert. We fight for that curiosity, and cultivate shifting focus. Let us again, through these two movies, how this can be instilled. Let us see whether the
These two
video
movies will
works.
change the way that you see the world,
Alexa,
especially for parents.
is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
audible?
Audible,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wonder.
Thank
It is a
you.
heartwarming story of a boy named Augie who has facial disfiguration, and he's starting school for the first time. And you know it is going to be tough, not just for the boy but also for his parents. You know, I've been in a similar situation when I was a kid, and I could relate with his emotions. But you know what makes this movie special is when it starts showing the perspective of other people in Augie's life. It shows how people appear to be happy on the outside, but inside they're all struggling in their own way. And I'm pretty sure most people can relate to that. This is really an emotional movie that shows the power of acceptance and kindness. So don't miss out on this one. Now the next one is Gifted. This movie is about a single guy named Frank who's raising his niece, Mary. Now Mary is not just another kid. She's a math prodigy. And almost everybody wants her in a special school. But that is where it gets interesting. Now most people would want their child to be treated specially and get the best of everything. But not Frank. He wanted her to have a normal childhood. Why, you ask? Well, you'll have to watch this movie to find out. The chemistry between Chris Evans and McKenna Grace is very powerful and emotional. You know what I learned from this movie? You may think you know what's best for your kid, but you might not always be right. So watch this movie with your family and you might get a different perspective. So which other movie do you recommend? Tell me in the comments.
So I think this is how we revamp ourselves. We should read good books. We should watch good movies, right? We have to reconnect ourselves to all the elements of assertive that can inculcate that assertive curiosity in us. We'll also move on to another video. Hope this works. And let's see how they have found out, how they have reinvented
These
on
two
the
movies
face
will
of
change the
all
way that you
the
see the world.
adversities.
And now I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
Alexa, is it
Yeah,
audible?
yeah. Audible, audible.
Now I am
It's
become
audible.
death, destroyer of worlds.
एटॉमिक बॉम्ब की टेस्टिंग देखते हुए उन्होंने ये लाइन बोली थी, लेकिन इसके जस्ट 21 दिन बाद ये सच हो गई। हिरोशिमा एंड नागासाकी का न्यूक्लियर एक्सप्लोजन, एक ऐसी सुबह जिसने एक झटके में लाखों लोगों को भाप में बदल दिया। और सिर्फ यही नहीं, 2011 का अर्थक्वेक हो या फिर मैसिव सुनामी, जापान ने अनअकाउंटेबल बार डिस्ट्रक्शंस देखे। लेकिन फिर भी ऑटोमोटिव इंडस्ट्री में सेकंड है, रोबोटिक्स और इनोवेशन में ऑन टॉप टोयोटा, पैनासोनिक, सोनी जैसे ब्रांड है और हाईएस्ट इंटरनेट स्पीड अचीवर। इतनी डिस्ट्रक्शंस के बाद भी आखिर जापान खुद को इतना कैसे बिल्ड कर पाया? इसके पीछे आता है वहां का एक फिलोसॉफिकल टर्म काइजेन, जिसका मतलब है चेन ऑफ चेंजेस। एक ऐसा जापानीज माइंडसेट जिसके अकॉर्डिंग लाइफ में बड़े बदलाव तब आते हैं जब आप उसके पीछे के छोटे छोटे चेंजेस ढूंढते हो और एक्शन लेते हो। मुझे एक कॉन्फिडेंट इंसान बनना है तो मुझे देखना है कि हर दिन मुझे क्या सीखना है। मुझे अपना बिजनेस बिल्ड करना है तो हर दिन एक एक्शन लेना है। मुझे अपने रिलेशनशिप को अगर इंप्रूव करना है तो डेली एक छोटा छोटा केयरिंग जेस्चर करना है। एटॉमिक हैबिट्स का भी तो यही कॉन्सेप्ट है कि आप अगर रोज सिर्फ 1% इंप्रूव करते हो, 1%, तो साल के एंड में आप 37 टाइम्स बेटर हो जाते हो। तो जिस भी प्रॉब्लम में आप स्टक हो या जो भी गोल आप अचीव करना चाहते हो, उसका सोल्यूशन है आपके रोज के छोटे छोटे चेंजेस।
So small, tiny steps to bigger achievement, bigger success is possible through this. We'll move on to the next slide. Now, when you have gained, right, that confidence, you have to establish your autonomy. Establish your autonomy. Okay. You have to grant autonomy. You are the sole deciding factor of your journey, of your life, of your destiny. You're the maker of your destiny. You know, the Alchemist has clearly mentioned, many of you have read it. Learning faster when we love it. You know very well that when we are passionate about something, we learn. We learn faster. We perceive faster. Letting others fail on their own. Dealing with a difficult boss is very important here. Dealing with a difficult boss and learning when to quit. These are actually very important, elements. Now, letting others fail on their own, it refers to like we should not be carried away by the people, right, who pulls us down or like heeding to our failures. We should connect to the positive people, right? And how to deal with a difficult boss. Sometimes what happens in our professional life, in our personal life, we are always prone to criticisms, right? This criticism sometimes destroys us, right? So we should not be a victim to such criticisms, to such scathing criticism, to such cynical statements. So how is it possible to pull out ourselves, to free ourselves, okay, when letting others fail on their own? And dealing with difficult boss, if the bosses over there, I think they should little rethink, retrospect, and introspect how to re-establish that that belief or that confidence in others by expressing small appreciations, right? Every day, small whereabouts, okay? Giving some great feedback, constructive feedback, constructivism, creating before getting a constructivism, they should think to appreciate first. We always look out for this appreciation, isn't it, sir? Isn't it, Viju sir? Isn't it, Malik sir?
Yeah.
Often we get ignored, right? We get ignored, unnoticed. And this really destroys us. So where we have to revamp ourselves, we really look forward to such appreciations. Okay. So I think that will help us. And if really it is destroying us, we should learn to put a full stop. We should learn to pause, right? We should learn to quit such destructive elements that hampers our growth or our leadership endeavors. Strive in this process, we have to, right? The most important part of this journey would be possible or achievable only when we stand by ethics or when we are authentic. That's a great quality, I think. Whoever on this earth has strongly stood by authenticity has emerged really successful and powerful. Here we have a video of a great giant in the field of luggage. Let's see how
Louis Vuitton.
Is it audible,
Yeah,
Malik
it's
sir?
audible.
It's 1837. A 16-year-old kid walks 292 miles from his tiny village to Paris. No money, no connections, just dreams. That kid? Louis Vuitton. But here's the crazy part. He wasn't trying to build a fashion empire. He just wanted to survive. Louis became an apprentice trunk maker. Yeah, trunks. Those big wooden boxes people traveled with. Super boring, right? Wrong. Louis noticed something everyone missed. Rich people's trunks kept falling apart during long trips. The curved tops meant you couldn't stack them. Total nightmare for travelers. So what did this teenager do? He created the world's first flat-top trunk in 1854. Simple change, massive impact. Suddenly, trunks could stack perfectly. They were waterproof, lightweight, revolutionary. But here's the genius part. Louis didn't just make trunks. He made them for the richest people in the world. Emperors, royalty, celebrities. He turned luggage into status symbols. When everyone started copying his design, Louis got creative. He invented the iconic LV monogram in 1896, making his products impossible to fake. Today, Louis Vuitton is worth over $100 billion. A poor village kid who walked nearly 300 miles became the king of luxury. The takeaway: don't look for complicated solutions. Louis saw a simple problem everyone ignored and fixed it better than anyone else. Sometimes the biggest opportunities are hiding in the most boring industries.
Yes. So I think
How Louis
standing by authenticity, ingenuity, we become all the more industrious and right, and that comes as rewarding, and we establish again ourselves, we gain a brand, a tag. So hiding yourself at work, the 5-to-1 rule, fighting against pressure to be authentic, innovating through social diversity, right? Paying the cost of conformations, forcing conformity, all these impositions, all the restrictions, all the anti-forces, all the negative elements, that should not block or hurdle our journey. We should learn how to deal with that, because if we are standing by our ethics, if we are following, chasing our dreams, definitely we have to deal with this kinds of negative elements and learning to build inclusive, right? We have to include everybody. We have to take everybody to confidence, giving credit and accountability. Actually, we can go for a wide discussion, range of discussions on how the boss should be, how the subordinates should be, what should be the way of give and take, and how that will be rewarding for a company to that of,
And
the other places.
someone
sir.
raised their hand. I think Megha. Someone has raised her hand.
Yes. I think it's yes. Jisha ma'am has posted that certain movies are well said.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
see.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sandwich criticism, as Vinaya ma'am said, I'm happy with that, because we hardly, in that working atmosphere, it won't be conducive. That ambience has to be conducive when we get appreciations once in a while, at least, right? Everybody, even the small children, they look forward to a very good, right, or an exclamation. So I think we don't have a doubt over here.
Yeah.
Do we have doubts, sir? Malik, sir?
No, I think someone raised their hand, but now gone. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, right, so these are the negative elements. We have to deal with it, right? Paying the cost of conformation and all these restrictions, prohibitions, so many. It's all when we engulf with the negativities, it blocks our growth. So we have to beat all these things, and then only we can spearhead in our endeavor, and definitely the right, the milestone, the achievement, the path will be ours, the trophy will be ours. So, and this again reinforces, right? Be fully present, right? I have already mentioned that this conscious, deliberate effort only become our habit. It will be registered strongly, indelible. It will become our psyche, way of thinking, pattern of doing, way of actions. So we have to be fully present, fully involved, engrossed, indulged. That indulgence will lead to, right, delving deep and learning better into that one. So being fully present through, how is it possible? Mindfulness. Whatever we do with enthusiasm. Being aware of our actions. We should be, right, smart enough, vigilant enough to, right, think or anticipate, right, the rewards, or the right, to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So we should be aware of these possibilities. Being fully present in our work, very committed to the sincerity and all that talks about showing up with empathy and understanding. And now here, like, it's connecting to the gratitude part, right? When we empathize, we understand. When we understand, we contribute in the making, or we help, we understand the difficulties or the lapses or the flaws or the mistakes. So in that way we can give and contribute. We can give and take when we have this great quality virtue, by virtue of empathy and mutual understanding, showing others it is okay to let go. So because, as we have already discussed, the certain anti-convulsive forces, certain disturbing elements can pull us down. it's very, very strategically we have to deal these negative elements, right? Showing others, we have to demonstrate that it's okay. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go certain things, right? Because we have to foresee the positivities, the dawn, or the hope, right? We have to be highly optimistic and hopeful about our journey. Here we have another video. Is it audible, Malik sir?
It's
Okay, thank
audible.
you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
The more is your responsibility. If you are thus keeping an ideal, moral, ethical life of higher values, you will find no conferences are necessary, no education is necessary, everybody will find. Those who are the heroes and the greater people in the society, their behavior determines the total behavior of the nation or the community.
So that behavior formation happens with starting, from that putting the shoes, pulling on the socks, tying the laces, to that of great achievement. Yeah, we'll move on to the next slide. So inspire others again, right? Don't distract others, don't disturb others, don't too much criticism can never help others. So why we waste time in disturbing, destroying others? Why can't we so benevolent? Why can't we so generous? Why can't we so virtuous to inspire others and be an important factor in the making of others? So when we have such great virtues, we will definitely embracing your life's calling, giving the gift of time, telling real life stories, energizing others, and truly be a good listener. The half of the, when you're able to be a good listener, right? Half of the problem is solved. Let us believe that. Energize others, foster others, right? Tell real life stories, good stories, life stories, and giving the gift of time. Spend some quality time with your loved ones, with the person whom you admire, with the person whom you care for, okay? And embrace your life's calling, because you are made for a purpose. Make that life fruitful. Make your life purposeful. Make your life full of possibilities and probabilities. Sure, we have again another short video by our great Google CEO, Sundar Pichai.
Yes, there are times people come
It's
and
audible.
all they want is a quick answer and they bounce back. Yeah. But overall, when we look at user journeys, when you give the context, it also exposes people to areas branching off, jumping off points. And so they engage more. Yeah. Because we've cared about it deeply for a long, long time. I look at our journey, even the last 1 year, through search generative experience.
Yeah. So that's all. He talks about how we reconnect, how emotionally we connect.
This is the most heartwarming movie that I've recently watched, and it is about a dog. Arthur the King movie is based on a true story of Michael Leonard, a Swedish adventure racer who meets a stray dog and names him Arthur the King during one of the most difficult adventure races in the Ecuadorian jungle. First I thought that this movie was about racing and competition, but I was wrong. It is a powerful story of resilience and unexpected friendship between human and a dog. But as the race unfolds, you will see the bond between Arthur and Michael become even more strong, because they share so much of pain and hardships together that it will bring tears to your eyes. Mark Wahlberg has acted so beautifully that for a moment I could see myself in Michael's shoes. Many times in your life you feel heartbroken and you reach to that point that you think that it is do or die situation for you. And that is because we get so attached to chase success that we forget what our real purpose is. But this movie could help you rediscover that. And what I realized towards the end? It is not just about winning. It is about journey and the connections that you make that makes your life worth living. I don't want to spoil the ending for you, but trust me, it's a roller coaster of emotions. All I can say in the end that this world is a better place because of dogs. And if you also think so, then you must watch this movie.
So please, inspire others. Make the place a better place for your friends, for your colleagues, for your relatives. Yeah, we have the next slide.
This is the most
So clarify your role. You must be very sure about your role. So let's again highlight on the key takeaways. I might be asking you for some more points. So aligning roles with information, putting the right person in the right role, putting the support first, defining roles through small team rituals. Okay, we can have a wide discussion on this one. I think time is a constant. Sir has sent already the certificate link. Malik sir, should we open to the aspirants now, the delegates now, that if we can discuss further? Right, time as time and tide wait for no man. I think they can really, you all kindly go through the book and kindly delve deep into the biographies of the great achievers. This book by Paul Sean, Small Little Steps Towards Leadership Skills. Okay, so we will have a discussion. Right, so defy conventions. We have two, three more slides actually. So defend, again, be defensive, protect yourself from all these anti-negative elements, the negative elements. Slipping into unethical behavior, right? It will create us, right? Antisocial elements. Slipping into unethical behavior. Questioning the craziest rules. Now, questioning the craziest rule can go right against what is being, you can condemn the injustice, the atrocities, and other manipulations. You have to be questioning because you are, right, man of convictions, you are ethical. So embracing positive events and encouraging others for the same. Positive events, okay, positive social norms, positive social rules, positive social, what you say, uh, anything, right? Positive events. Basically, it is social norms and encouraging others for the same. So, like, recently what happened, how the Gen Z is in news these days, it is in, a lot of debate. Like Nepal, you are seeing the condition in Nepal, you are seeing the condition in our own India as well now, the sporadic violence. What is lacking in them? It's a negative events, right? Sporadic violence. They are not rationally thinking, not logically acting. They are not thinking before they are, right? Acting before, right? Not acting. Not thinking before acting, sorry, not thinking before acting. So encouraging others for the same, reaping financial rewards through positive divines. And this is again falling into the corporate management. So there are so many chapters, like chapter 10, chapter 11, focusing on the corporate management, focusing on the industrial management, and also soft skills too, for the better management of the firm.
सोच रही हूँ कि एयरफोर्स छोड़ के शायद मुझे भी कर लेनी चाहिए अभी।
बिल्कुल कर लेनी चाहिए शादी। जिस दिन बोलोगी पहन के आ जाऊंगा कन्यादान करने।
ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हैं आप?
अरे नहीं बेटा, मैं खुश हूँ। हमारी बच्ची अपना करियर छोड़ के पराठे बनाना चाहती है। चल पराठे बनाते हैं। आलू उबाल नहीं आता।
पापा क्या कह रहे हैं आप ये सब?
तू नहीं समझे बेटा, तू वही करने जा रही है जो दुनिया हर एक लड़की से उम्मीद करती है, कि अपने सपनों को छोड़ छाड़ के सेटल हो जाए। इसलिए तुझे इस घर में कोई ऐसी सीख न दी जो तुझे आगे बढ़ने से रोक सके। कि दुनिया कितनी मुश्किल है औरतों के लिए, और बेटा उसका हल पिंजरे में कैद हो जाना नहीं है, पिंजरा तोड़ के उड़ जाना है। कि तेरे शादी का ख्याल सिर्फ तेरी नहीं, हम दोनों की हार है।
सॉरी सर, जो भी हुआ मुझे ऐसे जाना नहीं चाहिए था।
इस वक्त देश को अपने बेस्ट पायलट्स की जरूरत है।
जय हिंद सर।
So don't quit, okay? Handle strategically, definitely the victory will be ours. So before it's too late, let us pause for a while. Let us keep quiet. Let us count 12. Let us retrospect. Let us introspect for a better today and a better tomorrow. I think we had enough number of slides to reignite, to reinvent, to reawaken this leadership instincts. And definitely this book is going to reinforce those skills, and let us look forward to revigorating ourselves and make our life meaningful and fruitful. So before it's too late, let's take glance at this video before it's too late.
Don't leave anything for later. Later, the coffee gets cold.
Later, the day turns into night.
Later, you lose interest.
Later, you grow old. Later, life goes by. Later, you regret not doing something when you had the chance.
Yes. So, shall we wind up on this
सोच रही हूँ कि
positivity, on this
Yeah,
post of
that-
optimism? Let's take a break. Let's pause. Let's think. Let's reconnect, replan, right? And elevate and, right, achieve more and more milestones in our journey. And with this optimistic note, on this optimistic note, let's take a break. The break for those who don't have a break, choosing happiness, reclaiming ourselves, putting smartphones, copy, respecting sleep, learning from disasters in small steps towards big steps, big elevators. And let's again express our gratitude for the makers of this book, the contributors to the publish of this book. We have here, they have through their commendable job, right? They have reinvented us. And Rona Khan sharing her inspiring adventures, Paul Hill's remarkable servant leadership, Peter Sanger research and work to embolden our lives, Susan Kane inspiring our new company, Scott Eblin leads his own life with honesty, humility, and authenticity. Howard Behel shared stories from his adventures at Starbucks. Teresa Amabel helping make a small steps of progress in our lives. Jean and Jill Klein sharing astonishing true tale of Holocaust survivals. Cap Clark, generosity of ideas and expensive wisdom. Scott Turek, Tom Dean Donat, Bashar Nezwa, Sue Mahoney, Victor, Mary, Wales, Seth, Godin, and Liz really deserves a gratitude. Pamo, Eric Hellman, Jill Frandler, Lisa Dolmani, Ems, sharing their thoughts, Amy, Charlie, Willie, Annie, and his wife and his children. So with this, I stop my preparation, my presentation, looking forward to your queries, looking forward to your comments, your feedbacks. Thank you again, once again, to all the aspirants for their patience, for their constructive criticisms, for their comments, valuable comments, and their time. That's the most precious. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. We are deeply grateful to you for sharing your expertise and insights on the small acts of leadership, where session was encouraging and it has empowered us with the knowledge and skills necessary to lead. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. Anybody is having any questions? Please. Any questions? Any clarifications or anything? Ma'am, could you share the name of that book, the link?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Please.
That's little steps. Yeah.
Yeah. Just to share the link.
Just a second. We'll share to all this aspirants the PDF file. Shall we share, sir? Shall we share the PDF file in the chat box? I will share small facts, small acts of leadership on intentional behaviors by
Just you can share it in that.
Just a second, sir. We are sharing.
Yeah, sure. So any questions, anything?
So much to learn, sir. I think this is not enough for me, actually. I have to learn more. I have to relearn, actually, because each and every line is embedded in powerful information.
Thank you, ma'am. So I think there is no questions as of now. well, we got it, that small acts of leadership. So you can utilize this. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. I would like to extend our gratitude and appreciation to Ms. Sagarika. The presentation was truly inspiring, and we appreciate your commitment to educator development. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for your time and dedication. Dear participants, kindly note that that link is provided in the chat box. You can download your certificates. I would like to extend my gratitude to Dr. Salam for his boundless support and guidance. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for such a great opportunity. I would like to thank Mr. Pillai also for his presence throughout the session.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir. I would
Sagarika,
like to...
Really, today's class has really energized and made a clarity to all the educators to how to appreciate, how to create small leadership qualities, and in the future also in each classroom how we can mold the leadership qualities. Yeah. So these children will be the greater in the coming future, the great leaders. So accumulating all these qualities in one, how they can shine, or how they can guide, or how they can twinkle in the future, and be a good role model for others also. So really it has created a very good awareness for all the educators through your vibrant program, and your small PPTs also gave much inspiration for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Let me again take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude for providing me this great platform and all the assistance and all the support. Without you all, it would not have been possible. Hats off to you also.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. I would like to express my gratitude to each and every participant for being with us throughout the session. Your enthusiasm motivates us to come up with so many more such interesting sessions. We shall meet you in the next engaging session with another distinguished resource person. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you,
Salam, sir.
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 Yeah, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our director also, Malik Mohammed, sir. Your presentation also was very great, sir. And in between, you were helping the resource person also. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
God
sir.
bless you all.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we have some good comments, like, made me realize how teaching focuses on micro teaching and why it is important to our life, by Soumya ma'am. Thank you so much, Soumya ma'am.
Sagarika ma'am, today's session was engaging, made me realize how teaching focuses on micro. Yeah, you have really worked hard. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night.
Hari Om,
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.